ไม่รู้จริงเนี่ย
And we're live again in the semi-finals where Tech United is competing against ERSOW to compete about which team will be in the finals. So on the side of ERSOW we have Jamil in the goal, we have number 11 which is Octo, we have number 4 Hendro and number 9 Pablo. And on the Dutch side of Team Tech United, we have Van Verenstaal in the goal. We have Bluetooth, that is the number 2. We have Regenbrein, number 3.
Ooh, and it's a very sweet goal.
And we have Groenestroom as number 4, Lieke Motors as number 5, and Wielema as number 6.
Sorry to interrupt you, Bob, as you were going through the list, but that was a
No
lovely
worries at
goal.
all. But unfortunately, Wielema is in the repair bay, quickly being repaired to hopefully be there at the second round, the second half, I need to say. Well, it's an intense match. It's promising to be. A lot of feature changes are made by Tech United. I can tell already,
Yeah.
and the team is very curious how much better and how much of an improvement it will be.
There actually have been some improvements made, of which some of the team members are actually a bit, how you call it, skeptical on themselves. So they really are very anxious to watch this competition. So it should be very exciting. Also, Tech United now with 4 players in the field and ERSOW with 3 players in the field.
Yeah, and the reason for that is that the fourth field player of ERSOW does not have a computer. The computer is simply not here, so that robot is not able to play. And now Bluetooth having the ball. Bluetooth shooting to Motors. Motors giving a long pass to the goal. Or a shot at the goal. I'm not sure about that, but it didn't succeed. So it's a throw-in for Team ERSOW. But it takes too long, so Regenbrein gets the ball and gives the ball to Groenestroom. And Groenestroom shoots the ball at, yeah, you don't believe it, the goalpost again.
It's the horizontal goalpost.
Yeah, the horizontal goalpost.
It's the one of which we don't know the name.
And again, if you have any questions, feel more than free to ask them in the chat, and we will try to answer them as best as possible.
Yeah.
And even better, if we do not know the answer, we can always try to ask the teammates.
Yeah. There was in the previous chat, there was the question about what the blue lights mean.
Yeah.
The blue lights are actually indicators. Not an indicator like you put on a car, but they indicate what the robot is currently thinking or planning or doing, or so we can look from a distance and actually see what is going on.
So with all fairness, I have to admit that Tech United, the team members, are quite, anxious, I can say. And there is the goal bar, it's
called the goal bar. That's what I see in the chat now. So it's the goal posts and the goal bar.
And now Bluetooth has the ball and it shoots in the goal via the keeper of ERSOW.
And this time it went into the goal.
But now it was Bluetooth and not Groenestroom.
Could Bluetooth be redeeming herself?
It could well be the case.
We'll see.
We will see, indeed. And ERSOW is taking off. Hendro now having the ball. And giving the ball to Pablo. But Pablo is letting it roll almost in the goal. But luckily we have Jamil here, the keeper of the ERSOW team. And now Jamil has the ball, but is not giving it back. And of course, that's not how it's supposed to be. So there will be a kickoff for Tech United. No, a kickoff for ERSOW. I think that the goalkeeper is not able to kick the ball, but only has a kicking system. And he which number is it? Number 4, which is Hendro, gives the ball to the other number 4 of Tech United, Groenestroom. And again, Bluetooth shooting at the no, not again, but shooting the ball at the post.
Yeah, it wasn't a goal.
So the robots of Tech United are a little bit more aggressive, and they are a little bit more playing rapidly. So this is a
and again on the goal bar.
On the goal bar, again with Groenestroom. So a kickoff for ERSOW, and there is a robot of ERSOW here in the field of Tech United. That robot shouldn't be there. It
outside
seems
of
like
the field.
Octo is lost. We should be careful. He doesn't exactly know where he is, so that's always a dangerous situation.
The number 11 Octo, I believe, is going to be taken out of the field.
Yeah, because when you leave the field, you have left the field, so then you need to wait to be put back in.
Is that so?
And we see a team member of Tech United coming in. The team member of Tech United didn't dare to look, and now with an interested view on the field is looking at it. And he takes a drink out of the fridge. I think that will help his nerves. And now a long pass to no one. And Rekenbrein having the ball. Yeah, Rekenbrein. And he shoots in the goal with a very nice long shot.
That was a beauty of a goal.
Absolutely. What a magnificent shot.
That was... that is why I love to watch.
Absolutely. That's the reason why we are sitting here. That's the kind of play we would like to see.
A lot of moving around. No decision about who is going to make the kick.
But it seems like it will be Hendro. Yes,
Hendro, yes.
having the ball. Giving the ball to Pablo. But Hendro is taking it again. And Hendro is searching who to shoot the ball to.
Yeah, but Bluetooth is, well, basically defending and covering it, so Hendro does not know where to go.
And with the side of Hendro is moving the ball now. It's an interesting way to pass a ball. I don't think it's intended to be. And Bluetooth again, very aggressively turning circles around. Oh, and now even Pablo pushing Pablo away from the ball. This is a very interesting move now be made by Bluetooth.
We were just discussing that maybe Bluetooth was redeeming herself and becoming a whole different player than what we've seen this tournament. But I don't think she's really going back to the old habits again.
Yeah, but on the other hand, the Pablo was not able to move, so Bluetooth made use of that.
Yeah, but Bluetooth is a little bit too pushy.
And a super nice long shot by Lieke Motors.
Yes, that is a absolutely awesome goal. Which makes it 4-0 for Tech United.
Yes, indeed. The ERSOW team, especially in this case, Hendro and Octo, keep fighting. Don't let Tech United make too many goals. It would be very nice if Octo and Hendro also would be given the chance to make a goal. But now Octo is leaving again. It seems like. No. Octo is again. Octo was just going to Pablo, and Pablo also back in the game again. And now Hendro having the ball. Hendro shooting it. And Bluetooth is going for the ball, but Hendro is able to remain the ball. Hendro looking where to give the ball, and Bluetooth is... No, Hendro again.
Bluetooth is in the way, so...
And Bluetooth has now the ball. Bluetooth looking for a team member to shoot the ball to. Bluetooth giving the ball
probably
to
going to 5.
Motors.
Yes.
Motors, Lieke Motors. Motors driving circles with it. And
Back to Bluetooth. Bluetooth misses it.
And did you also saw how Bluetooth was breaking extremely rapidly while and therefore the back of Bluetooth came off the ground.
They call it an endo, like when you do a motorcycle, like a reverse wheelie.
Yeah. Yes, and now of course also Jamil and Pablo, the best of luck. Bluetooth giving the ball to Groenestroom. Groenestroom driving with it. Battling with Hendro. Hendro having the ball now. Hendro looking for someone to give the ball to. And unfortunately Pablo is hitting the post, the side of the goal. I'm not sure if everything is going well with Pablo, but we also see Octo again back in the game, luckily.
We can't see that on camera, it's just off to the side. I could
Alright, and we have Groenestroom at the ball. But Pablo, yeah, so what a nice goal by Motors. So
very nice.
Groenestroom gave a pass to Motors, which was further from the goal, and a very nice shot.
Very nice, a tiki-taki goal.
Absolutely, the famous tiki-taki.
Tic-tac goal.
So the tiki was from Groenestroom to Motors, and the taki was Motors scoring it in the goal. And we have Hendro taking a long time, and Rekenbrein is making use of that, but Hendro has the ball again.
That was a great interception.
Now Rekenbrein has it, and Hendro has it back again, and now Octo has it, and Octo shoots at the goal, but unfortunately there was a robot of Tech United in the way, which prevented it to go in the goal. And for all the people who just tune in, if you have any questions, feel more than free to ask them in the chat. We will try to answer them as best as possible, or ask a teammate to answer that question.
Yeah, during halftime we'll try and get a teammate here to answer a few questions.
Yeah, we can do that. So quite some battling for the ball, and again Octo trying to score a goal. So with 5-0 and only a few minutes left on the clock, because we have some extra time and an extremely long shot, and it was extremely nicely taken by Lieke Motors, but unfortunately the keeper was standing in the way, so it wasn't a goal for Tech United, but a good save by Jamil. So credits to Jamil for saving that goal. The robots of Tech United coming back home. And with that we will be going into halftime, and we speak to each other in a minute.
See you in a minute.
quickly putting on the camera to make sure that we have all the shots from Rekenbrein for, of course, the daily summary. Staat die audio? Oh, dat is vrij tekst. And we are off again for the second half in the match between Tech United and ERSOW. And Bluetooth taking off with a beautiful long pass to Rekenbrein, but it wasn't accepted well. And now Rekenbrein is a little bit too enthusiastic. And now Groenestroom having the ball with a long pass to Bluetooth. Bluetooth again not accepting the ball completely right, but aiming at the goal and shooting in the goal. And Jamil didn't make a chance to stop that ball.
And that makes this a 6-0 for Tech United.
Oh, there is quite a bump in between Octo and Groenestroom. And now Octo and Rekenbrein. And Hendro will take off, but no, Bluetooth has the ball. Bluetooth now going to Groenestroom, and Groenestroom shoots.
Ooh. And he shoots
in between Pablo and Jamil. A beautiful gap was there to shoot a ball in, and he made use of that. So we have Hendro kicking off to, I suppose, Octo. Yeah, and Octo pushed the ball, and now Octo shooting at the goal, and it was not in the goal.
But it was close though.
It was close. It touched the keeper of Tech United, which is of course Van Verenstaal.
Yes. She's actually, I think she's performing better than Van Sleutelen.
She is, because Van Sleutelen used to be sometimes not so sharp and allowing a goal to be made.
Yeah, and
Van Verenstaal has only let one ball flying in her goal.
yeah, she let one ball through this entire tournament. So
That's impressive.
yeah.
But luckily she is not alone for that. Of course we have the defensive players too.
Oh, definitely. It's not only the keeper. I mean, at first you just need to make sure there is no ball coming close to the keeper.
Yeah, it's really team play that is played here.
Definitely. Definitely.
And a long pass to Bluetooth. Bluetooth looking for the ball, giving the ball to Groenestroom, and Groenestroom scores from
Again.
a quite large distance
And that
with a
makes
nice
this
bounce. Yeah.
8-0.
Hendro kicking off, well, rolling off to say so. Yeah, now the ball handling system has it, but this is strange. Rekenbrein is in between Octo. Well, no, not so strange it is, of course, because Hendro took too long before giving the ball to Octo. So Rekenbrein came in between. And that means that Tech United now has the ball to Bluetooth. Bluetooth going with a human dribble we saw to Groene Stroom, and Groene Stroom again shooting in the goal.
From a distance, from halfway the field.
Hendro again with the rolling until it's in the ball handling system. Yeah, and there is the ball in the ball handling system. But there we have Rekenbrein, and Rekenbrein is trying to get the goal, but now Octo is trying to get the ball from Hendro. That doesn't seem like real team play. Bluetooth is very close to them.
Or he was helping him defend it, shield it.
That could also be the case. That would be a strategy indeed. But now we have motors for the kickoff. And we see a long pass to Groene Stroom. And Groene Stroom to the post of the goal. It's an issue that we have seen sometimes earlier. And that's still something that is currently being worked on. So we are waiting for a throw-in taken by ERSOW, but
Hendro is actually bumping into.
Now Groene Stroom to Rekenbrein. Rekenbrein scores in the goal with a nice pass. In the background you can hear Harry walking on his wooden shoes. So what are wooden shoes?
Well, that's a silly question. What are wooden shoes?
No, but
what would they be? What would they wooden shoes be?
But I of course mean, what do they mean to the Netherlands, etc.
What do they mean to the Netherlands?
Yeah, so wooden shoes are a thing from the Netherlands, and it are indeed wooden shoes. And in the meantime, Bluetooth trying to score, but he is shielded. She is shielded by Hendro, and again with a nice goal. But wooden shoes are iconic for the Netherlands.
Yeah, there are a lot of things iconic to the Netherlands.
Yeah, and wooden shoes are one of them.
And wooden shoes are one of them.
Proudly wearing them.
Yeah.
And that simply makes that recognizable sound of wood touching the floor.
So if you can hear it, he's probably going to walk behind us. You hear the sound of it.
Yeah, so there you hear the wooden shoes of Harry. So because it was a goal, there's now a kick-off for Team ERSOW. And now Pablo taking the kick. But we have Octo in battle with Groene Stroom. Groene Stroom having the ball, trying to shoot it, but it went via motors into the air. And now we have a long pass with Bluetooth. Bluetooth shooting the ball to Rekenbrein, and Rekenbrein scoring it in the goal. So that means again a kick-off for ERSOW. And Octo seems to be a little bit confused to where to be. So in the meantime we have a question in the chat by Karel, and he is asking if every opponent has his own strength and weakness. Do you adjust your tactics every game depending on the opponent? So in general, no. We play as best as we can. and we as humans are not determining the strategy to play.
Yeah.
However, it could be the case that for some teams we make slight adjustments, especially
Yeah.
when we enter the final.
Definitely.
Because we of course want to win in the end.
Like there are opponents that are faster than other opponents, and we adjust that for that. Or they can kick further, or for something like that. And you keep on making adjustments to that.
Yeah, so it's good to know that we don't have a Falcon mode or an ERSOW mode. What we do, because we always play at the best we can. But what we can change is, for example, the way how aggressive we play, or how much attackness we play, or even a little bit more defensive. So in general we can change things, but it's not that we have a specific mode where we can put the robots in for a specific team.
Those modes, you could say, those modes get made on the tournament itself.
Yes, but Rekenbrein in the meanwhile has a very nice goal. So no, and that's also not our goal to have a mode for every team in order to beat them. Our goal is to, in general, have a good team which is playing strategically and tactically well, and by doing so winning the match instead of adjusting it to every component by a human, because in the end we really want the robots to be autonomous, and they are autonomous at the moment when playing, but outside of the game we of course can make adjustments to them. And Bluetooth shooting in the goal.
But it is true that, for example, if you have a opponent that has a very good ball handling mechanism and can hold the ball very well, you tend to create a tactic that would make closer contact less likely, or those things.
And now Groene Stroom having the ball, giving the ball to Bluetooth, and Bluetooth scoring a goal again. So that means a kickoff for ERSOW because a goal is made. Peter, I think we have a question, and looking at the last name of that person, I think you can better answer it.
Do the robots also have their own character, or are they all basically the same? They have different names, but they are basically all the same, apart from the goalkeeper, which has an extra rack that it can extend to make sure no balls get in. But for the rest,
the vision system is also a little bit different. So the keeper has two Kinect cameras to spot the high balls.
yeah. So the keeper is the only one that's different. The rest of the field players, they should be interchangeable with each other.
Yeah. So while we are suggesting sometimes that, for example, Bluetooth has his own character, they are programmed and built exactly the same way. And of course, it could always be the case that some robots tend to be more in one position than the other, but in general they can take up every role. And in the meantime, an extremely nice goal by Rekenbrein, shooting the ball between the opponents to get it in the goal, and Jamil tried to save it, but it was too fast.
There has been talks about creating different hardware for a offensive robot or a defensive robot, but I haven't seen. I also haven't seen other competitors do that. But
no. In the meantime, we also have a question. So there is someone curious. What is the mini PC that is used in your robot? Your robot's computing is very fast.
It is actually, it's a NUC, an Intel NUC PC that's in there, and it's been there in this version for I think only weeks, like 6 weeks, 7 weeks now, and there is a Jetson Xavier also on it.
And in the meantime, you saw that the ball handling system of Motors was working well. So she was able to keep the ball just on the line. So therefore the ball was not out of the field. And she was able to make a goal with that ball.
Yeah.
And so I think it's important to note that everything is computed on the robot itself. So there is connection to each other, but every computation is made on the robot itself. So there's not an external computer thinking for the robots. They do it all autonomously by themselves. And in the meantime, Bluetooth scoring a very hard goal.
Very impressive goal, and there's the whistle from the referee that ends this very match.
And this match ends with 18-0, which means that Team Tech United is qualified for the final. So the Team Tech United will be in the finals tomorrow.